because the book is actually used as a core text at the University of Toronto in a very advanced teaching course. It's a course where teachers take a second degree. And it's used because it's supposed to be the ideal relationship between teacher and student. And so they use the fable, and they have exams and tests on it and so on. It's a one-year course. And so the answer, as you know from the book, is that the teacher has to love the student. When that kind of relationship exists, then teaching is magic. Now, we all have people like that in our lives at some point. Great mentors, yes. That we've loved them, they've inspired us, they've changed our lives, and we'll never forget them. But they're real teachers.
This is what mentor is. I find very interesting. Like, to me, a mentor is something that happens. It's not something you go out and look for. But it seems to me that you think that you ought to go out and look for one, or you?
Well, I think that you can't live without one.
So what do you do?
I think you know that old expression, the Zen expression, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And one of the reasons we don't have mentors is because we don't create the impression that we're willing to learn. Now, people who care for people and who want to teach are always looking for those signals. They see someone who is obviously interested in learning, they'll share that knowledge with them.
How does that idea come across in the business community?
Well, I think in most companies, most successful people can say years later, I had a mentor. Someone taught me, held my hand, gave me their heart, not just their superficial intellectual knowledge, but something very important to them they shared with me.
When I was going to graduate school, someone once told me, don't look for the school, look for the teacher.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's the same in business?
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. I tell when I was teaching at university, students would ask me in graduate school, where should I go and work? Would you recommend a company? And I said to them, look for an individual. And I just had the same conversation with somebody on the phone the other day. A former student of mine from years ago called me. She'd been working for a large multinational corporation. Finished, called me and said, I hated it all the time. What should I do now? And I said, who do you really admire? Who is your great hero in business that you think is just spectacular, male or female? She gave me a name. I can't remember who it was now. And I said, why don't you call that person and say, I'd like to work for you for 6 months at half what I'm worth. I'll do anything you say. I just want to spend time with you, and I want to soak up everything you can teach me.
And the chances are pretty good that if it works out, they'll end up getting a job. And they'll probably end up getting a job there, too. Even if they don't, they walk away with some pretty good experience.
What an experience. I mean, you might not believe in, let's say, Pierre Trudeau's philosophies, but 6 months working right alongside him, following in his shadow every day would be a mind-blowing experience for most people.
Well, it's sort of the internship programs at the university, isn't it?
Yes, same sort of
the best education you can get is to go in a co-op and get out there and work with people.
Sure, absolutely. But you're absolutely right. It's crucial to work with the right people.
Unit 4. Are you putting your best foot forward?